Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another video. And today, man, I want to talk about the Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix live action. Currently, I'm at episode number 3. I haven't finished watching the whole thing yet. I believe it's a total of 8 episodes, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish the whole thing because, yes, the Netflix version is way better than the M. Night Shyamalan movie. This is what everybody, when we all saw the trailer, we were hoping that it's better than the M. Night Shyamalan movie. So I say this, it is better. That's about it. And also, some of the CGI was decent, but that's about all, in my opinion. I think this show has going for it. The acting, these are like, how old are they? I think like, I mean, these are young actors. I haven't seen any of these the cast in anything. And there's also a pacing issue. I don't know if it's just me, but from what I understand, they take 3 episodes from the cartoon and they pretty much squeeze them into one. And I believe the season 1 of the cartoon had 20 episodes, each 25 minutes, about 25 minutes. And the Netflix series is a 1 hour. So they took about an hour and a half and smooshed it into one. And it's pretty clear when you're watching the Netflix version because things are just happening so fast. A little bit of spoiler. So this is an article on Variety that pretty much explain how I feel about a TV show. I don't hate it nor love it. I did not go into this with any type of expectation. I don't think as of now anybody can do the cartoon any justice. The cartoon was just flawless, perfect. I have no bad criticism for it. The only thing I say that it wasn't longer because I wanted to see the characters all grown up, but we never got to see that. We only got a picture and some flashback. This is an article on Variety. It says Netflix live action Avatar: The Last Airbender is a beautiful crafted disappointment TV review. And currently, I check on Rotten Tomatoes. It is sitting at a 60% critics review and 75% audience review. So some people are enjoying it. It seems to me there are more people enjoying it than people that don't. So that's good. 20 minutes into the first chapter, Avatar flashes forward a century. Katara, the sole waterbender of the Southern Water Tribe, and her other protective brother, Sokka, stumble upon Aang's resting place, inadvertently awakening him. Though initially apprehensive, the pair embrace Aang as their friend and join him on his quest to master the other elements in the Fire Nation's war and restore balance to the world. While the show's visual and its Asian and indigenous stars add authenticity to the series, the performances of the majority of the cast, no matter how earnest, don't hold up to the weight of the narrative. The acting, while watching episode 3, I fell asleep. That's how boring the cast was. I just said they're kids, young actors. I'm not gonna hold that against them, but it was kind of hard to pay attention to what was going on. Cause there's like no charm. I haven't laughed once, no comedy, nothing. It's just dry. And I also wonder if it's because they wanted to have indigenous and Asian actors that I'm saying they didn't want to hire white actors. Did that play a part? Were these kids diversity hires? I don't know, because that was a big deal when they announced the cast. Like, hey, these are Native Americans and Asian actors, yada yada yada. Many of the series portrayals lack the extensive emotion needed to carry a show, centering on the horrors of genocide, war, and totalitarianism. Tonally, Avatar: The Last Airbender should stand alongside the nuanced sophistication of the Harry Potter movie adaptations of Disney Plus, Percy Jackson, and the Olympians, but instead, cheesy acting and some Disney Channel-like dialogue turn what could have been a resounding epic adventure into a whimpering thud. Did you guys watch the whole thing? Did you enjoy it? As with many live action films and television adaptations, from writing or animated sources, Kim and his writer's room conflated and combined several pivotal narrative beats. However, entwining Jet's story of freedom fighting with the Earth Kingdom's sparkling city Omashu and the tale of King Boomy feels rushed and overly convenient. Yeah, that's another thing, man. So I'm not crazy. Because as I'm watching the show, I'm like, why is everything moving so fast? A little bit of spoiler: the show started off with Firelord Sozin. Firelord Sozin, we see him trick some Earth Kingdom spy into sending information to the Earth Kingdom that he was about to attack. The Fire Nation was about to attack the Earth Kingdom, so all the nation can reinforce the Earth Kingdom, so he could sneak off and pick the other nations because they don't have enough people to guard them one by one. And we got to see the actual Soza coming, because in the cartoon it was talked about, what we haven't seen until like the last episode. So we got to see the Soza coming, we got to see the air nomads getting attacked, and it didn't do anything for me. I like the idea of not knowing whether or not the air nomads would fight, right? Because that was like what made that damn, I forgot his name, what made that villain in the Legend of Korra series so cool, because like we got to see Airbender not giving a damn. So we got to see the air nomads getting attacked, and it's pretty graphic. They made it very clear that this is not for kids. We got to see people get, set on fire and skin all burned up and stuff. So they made it clear. They set the tone that this is not for kids. This is gonna be for adults, even though the main characters are kids. And then immediately after all that carnage, they cut straight to Katara in the Southern Water Tribe. I'm like, why did it? It was just the tone. And by the way, Aang's teacher, right? Damn, I forgot his name. I should write these down. Aang's teacher. We got to see him get taken out. There was some kids, so we can assume the kids didn't make it. Of course, Aang's last Airbender, and then they just cut right to Katara at the Southern Water Tribe playing with water. I'm like, that was like a weird transition. And then after they met Aang, Zuko showed up, because when Aang came out, the blue beam, Zuko saw it, so he headed to the tribe to look for the Avatar. And then after that, they cut straight to Kyoshi Island. You know what I'm saying? So they just like going from scene to scene. We never got to pause and, you know what I'm saying, taking the emotion and feel how the characters feel, because we got to hear about Korra's story about their mother passing away, how the water tribe got attacked, and Aang, when he went to the air temple, he saw that everybody passed away. He saw his teacher's skeleton on the ground. They had that in there, and then he got mad, right? That's when he first went to, well, not the first, third time he went into the Avatar state, and then he calmed down. He's like, okay, let's go and find my train so I can start defeated the Fire Nation. I'm like, so you just got over that fast? Your friends just died. Just found out everybody that you knew died, so you just want to go and just like that. I'm like, okay, this is how the show feels. It feel like that. And also, yeah, they the change that they made. This is what I'm talking about. The change that they made. They took the Jet's crew, and I believe in the cartoon they were living in the woods, and they would like attack caravans and stuff. They were basically Robin Hoods. And then later we found out that they were planning to break a dam that was facing it's like a small fire village place, and that's when they stopped them. But instead of in this show, they took Jet's crew and placed them in the Earth Kingdom, Ba Sing Se, and they're like terrorists. They're already blowing stuff up, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, man, just the change that they made didn't do nothing for me. Let's be going here. Especially for those who know the original series well. Moreover, stripping Sokka of the comic relief that enriched the animated version of his character is usually disappointing and makes for a more one-noted depiction. Yeah, Sokka he's not the funny Sokka. Oh my god, what are they gonna do to Toph? Did they show Toph in these 8 episodes? Yeah, all the charm is basically gone. Nothing's funny. I mean, at least the kid that played Aang sound like Aang in the cartoon. There's that. Despite these missteps, there are a few standout moments in the series. Avatar's opener and its second episode, Warriors, remain the 2 strongly installments of the show, while the penultimate episode, The North, injects a vital intenseness in a gorgeous display of waterbending needed to reinvigorate the series in its final hours. And despite many of the series' lackluster performances, Elizabeth Yu's turn as the cunning and volatile Princess Azula. Oh my god. So I think it was in episode 3, right? The way they introduced Azula, to me, it didn't make any sense. So they cut into the spoiler. They cut into the Fire Nation, right? And there's this group of people, I would say about 10 or 9 of them. They are having a meeting about how they want to attack the castle where the Fire Lord stays at, where the War family stays at. And the guys are talking, we love so much, we gotta do this, we gotta make the sacrifice. We have this girl right here who's gonna help us. And immediately I knew it was Azula. Even though I think I saw the character, the actor, but I'm like, is this how they're gonna choose Azula? You mean to tell me the princess of the Fire Nation, right? A nation that's going around conquering all type of other nations, so nobody knows this was Azula. It's not like she was wearing a makeup, covering her face. It was just her in the peasant outfit. That was about it. So the guy introduced Azula. Azula went ahead because apparently she knows a way. All the people follow Azula. I don't even recall. Did they go to like a back? To me, it seems to me they walk into the front entrance of the palace. It's like they went into a sewage system. They didn't go to a back door. I think, right? They walked the guy. So the people walked in. They didn't stick around. They pretty much cut to them in the throne room. The throne room, you know what I'm saying, where with the throne with all the fire and stuff. Then people walked in there with no guards. So I'm like, wait a minute. So you guys didn't think that like this is not odd? That is like no guards around into the Fire Lord's palace. One of the most hated guy in the world. So nobody thought it was odd. And then when the people walked in, they saw that the throne room was empty, and then the Fire Lord just walked out here like, aha, you think you have me fooled, but I fooled you. I'm like, what is this? Like the Fire Lord in the cartoon was like so menacing. All we got to see of him. When did they introduce him? Did they introduce him when Zuko earned his honor back? All we saw was just like a shadowy figure, you know what I'm saying? And the voice actor was like for the cartoon, which is crazy. That's all we had for like a while. But he just walked out here like, haha, you thought you'd fool me, but I fooled you. The girl that you trusted to bring you here is my daughter, Azula. And Azula just walked back. I'm like, really? And then the guy was like, oh, well, you might have caught us today, but there's this one guy out here who can take you down. And the Fire Lord got mad and he just burned the guy. So that's the thing. The Fire Lords be out here just setting people on fire for no damn reason. I'm like, it's not like these guys were like, they were just like shopkeepers, old ladies. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, these people were no threats, right? It's not like they were like fighters, warriors, spies, you know what I'm saying? Someone that can do damage to the Fire Nation. They were just shop owners, maids. I'm like, why is the Fire Lord burning just random peasants? But it didn't do that to me. I'm like, okay, this is Azula and the Fire Lord. Let's keep going here. Who is desperate to impress her father, the sadistic Fire Lord Ozai, and outsmart her exiled older brother Zuko, is by far one of the most powerful showcases of the series. So I'm guessing they do better in the end. Also, Paul Su-young Lee's role as Uncle Iroh tempers the tone of many scenes that have been toward melodrama in the hands of more novice actors. Looking back on the original animated Avatar, it's clear that DeMartino and Konietzko had a distinct vision for Aang. Yeah, I think these two guys walked away from the show, which is unfortunate. There were some creative differences amongst them, so they're like, peace out. And it shows the show could have used them. Distinct vision for Aang in this universe. Without their careful guidance, the live action series loses the element that made the animated work unique and refined. Ultimately, Avatar: The Last Airbender feels like it's putting on a show instead of meticulously immersing the audience in this stunningly crafted world. Yeah, man. What do you guys think? Are you enjoying the show? Do you want to see more? Because I don't think they confirmed season 2 yet. Do you guys want to see more? Do you guys like the show? Do you think it did the animated version justice? Leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.